I did play a little bit when I first bought it. As you can see, there's a continue. But we didn't really touch it at all. I'm gonna be real. I already had the deluxe, I'm pretty sure, so I'm not gonna worry about that. We're just gonna start a new game from the beginning. Because we didn't get very far anyway.
87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years,
so for the most part,
ruler of my own dreams.
The game is the same for what I've been told.
Oblivion, which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land.
But yeah, the one thing that I had to make sure was different is the leveling system, and it is different enough to where I'm happy. Not entirely happy, but happy enough.
And the final hours.
We'll get into that when we do level up the first time. The opening is always very cinematic. So I've played through this game many times. In terms of the games that we've played on stream, the only games I've played more than this were Super Mario RPG that we played on stream. I used to play that yearly, and I've been playing that since I was a kid. Like, that's one of the first games I ever beat. Final Fantasy VIII, also one of my top 3 games of all time. And the Mass Effect series, I don't think I've played more than this, but I might have because I was playing it like yearly. Anyway, something neat that they did is the change of like characters. So now there's 2 like backgrounds for each race. That kind of changes what your stats will be, your starting stats, which is kind of cool. So you don't know this, or you might know this if you watched my like singular play start to Skyrim and Morrowind, because I tried to play both of those on stream and then never went back to them. We will do that though, because I've never finished Morrowind. And I would like to do a Skyrim playthrough on stream at some point. Anyway, I always play Orc the first time. So since this will be my first time streaming it and my first time playing the remaster, we're going to play Orc. The people of Hrothgarian and Dragontail Mountains, Orcish armorers are prized for their craftsmanship. Orc troops in heavy armor are among the finest in the Empire, and are fearsome when using their Berserker Rage. So that gives us an idea of what we're going to start with. Armor is going to be good, and we have Berserker Rage. Now, we have our origin, Stronghold. Your fate was decided when you were born. As a member of a stronghold, you would serve your chieftain with honor and would make the orcs proud. Your charisma and resilience were honed for when you'd serve. Or Orsinium. You are proud to have been raised in Orsinium, where you were trained to be as versatile as a warrior as possible. As such, you are better with magic than most other orcs. So I don't know if Orsinium's actually been in apart from ESO, because I don't remember what's all in ESO right now, and I don't really consider that like canon-y. It is, but it's not. You know what I mean? But in terms of like the main stories, Morrowind was Morrowind, Oblivion is Cyrodiil, Skyrim is Skyrim. I think Daggerfall was in Hammerfell. And then Blades was the arena one. I don't remember where that was though. And then Elder Scrolls 1, I don't remember where that is, but I think it was like up in that. It might have still been Hammerfell. But those two games are older, and you don't really get to see what Hammerfell would look like in reality. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go too in depth with the character creator. In the original game, I had a bad habit of making my head look alien-like. So we're just gonna avoid that by not changing the head. So quiet. I want a big bird, a big bushy bird. Maybe not bushy, but that beard looks good. None of the mustaches look, well, that one actually looks good with the beard. I'm not a big fan of mustaches. I don't know if I've said that before or people have heard me say that before. I don't really like the mustache. Doesn't really look blood. Is there one that's better? Not really. You know what? Without getting bitched at for copyright shit, we're just gonna go with red. For no particular reason. Just need to match, man. Alright. We are Shànks. Shànks the Orc. Strengths are excellent, armor, craftsmanship, magic resistance, berserker rage, and increased intelligence. So we can see our stats here. So we have higher strength and willpower and higher endurance, but lower speed, agility, and personality. And this is what that translates to in our skills. So we'll start with plus to all of these skills. You'll notice like anything that we had like less than 4. Yeah, like I don't. Oh, luck is base 50. That's right. Anything that's under 40, we only get plus 5. And I keep turning when I don't want to. But yeah, I usually play very heavy armor with two-handed swords. But it doesn't really matter too much because I like kind of playing all around. So we'll play with blades, we'll play with blunt, we'll fuck around with hand-to-hand. And we might fuck with marksman, but probably not. And we will play with spells to an extent. Alright, so here we are.
By the 9 divines,
It's our
you're
favorite
an
buddy.
ugly one. But then all orcs are ugly.
He looks
The
a
most
lot different now.
repulsive race in all of Tamriel, really. At least you've got that brutish strength, huh? Must be nice to just.
I'm just gonna
rip
sit over
someone
here.
apart like some kind of monster. Oh, but you must be the one.
Oh, I went
orc
third person. I don't want that.
Captured by Imperials. How pathetic. You're going to die in here, orc.
So this is kind of something you could do
Hey,
in the original
hear that?
game.
The guards are coming for you.
Boris, lock that door behind us.
At least until they get to your cell.
My sons.
I already wasted too much time, so
We don't know that, sire. The messenger only
I only got one level, but that's okay.
No, they're dead. I I know it.
I love the
What's
new
this
art.
prisoner
I love
doing here?
his new,
This cell
like
is
the
supposed to be
update
off
to
limits.
his
Usual mix-up with the watch.
Never mind. Get
Close.
that gate open.
and the blades
Stand back, prisoner.
stuff.
We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
So it's just
No
a basic
further
cell.
danger.
There's
Stay
nothing
put,
really to
prisoner.
fuck
Good.
with. I
Let's
could
go.
take the cups and
We're not
shit,
out
I
of
guess,
this
but
yet.
I don't. Why is there a hole in the stool?
I've seen you. Let me see your face.
The Emperor actually
You are
looks
the
like a
one
person
from my
now.
dreams. Then the stars were right. And this is the day. Gods give me strength.
Which I know some people were like, the people need to look ugly still. And like, yeah, they should look, you know, like people from the Middle Ages or like a high fantasy setting, but like that doesn't mean they need to look like fucking trolls.
Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next. My blade
So
leading me out of
I
the
love
city
this
along
game,
a
but it's
secret
been a while
escape
since I
route.
played it
By chance,
because
the
I didn't
entrance
want to
that
mod the
escape
shit out of
route
it.
leads
I
through
hate
your
modding.
cell.
I'll be honest.
Perhaps the gods have placed you here so
but-
that we may meet. As for what you have
So,
done, it
not
does
but.
not matter.
That's why I'm
is
kind of
not what
actually
you would
really
be
happy
remembered
about this.
for.
I honestly wasn't
I am your
expecting
emperor, Uriel
Bethesda
Septim.
to ever
By the grace
drop
of the
an
gods,
actual
I
remaster
serve
of any of their
Tamriel
games.
as her ruler.
Like
You are
Skyrim
a
dropping
citizen of
80 million
Tamriel,
times is
and
one
you
thing,
too shall
because they
serve
didn't
her in your own
remaster
way.
shit with that. They just re-released it on every console. But they did a little bit with the Legendary Edition, but not enough to call it a remaster.
So do we all. But what path can be avoided whose end is fixed by the almighty gods?
Please, sire, we
So
must keep
I'm
moving.
really curious how what they did change, what they didn't change. I don't expect a lot has changed. I also don't remember
Better
a
not
lot.
close this one. There's no way to open it.
But
from
like
the
I
other
said, we're
side.
not going to be playing this the
This
way
doesn't
I
concern you,
normally play it
Lieutenant.
either.
Day. Just stay
Because
out
the
of
way
my
I
way.
normally play this game is one, you had to play it, well, you didn't have to play it, but you kind of play it like min-maxi, where you only level certain skills, so you're always getting the proper level ups. And I'll explain that once we hit level ups, or hit a level up,
and stay
because
out of
from
the
what
way.
I know, that has changed. I heard rats. All right.
Close up left. Protect the Emperor.
That's not smart.
I didn't mean to hit, fuck, what's his name?
The captain's down.
Baurus.
Don't try anything. I'm watching you.
Right.
The captain's down, I steal her shit.
Captain Reno?
She's dead. Sorry, sire. We have to keep moving.
How could they?
So, inventory, I'm gonna put this sword on. The zooming is kind of annoying, but that's fine. I'm gonna leave heal on my magic for now.
Be waiting for us here.
I forget what button magic is, but
Don't
it'll
know,
teach
but
me.
it's too late to go back
That
now.
looks so good.
Don't worry, sire. We will get you out of here.
They won't be the first to
Like, it's not
underestimate the blades.
amazing,
I'll take point. Let's move.
but
You
it
stay
is
here,
really,
prisoner.
really
Don't
good
try to
looking
follow us.
for what they had to work with. I don't Elder Scroll Oblivion, from what I read, because I honestly didn't remember this, but Oblivion is 19 years old. It would have been nice if they had well, not nice because I want to play it now, but it would have been kind of neat if they had dropped it on the 20th anniversary. But yeah, it's fine. We got what we wanted. So, right now my blade is lower than my blunt, right? So if we go to my character and go to my skills, my blade is only 6. My blunt is 15. Now this is not different from the original game. It looks different, but it's not different. So in the original game, but you can kind of see it now. That's the main thing, is you can actually see what your upgrades are. So in the original game, you had levels to your skills: novice, apprentice, journeyman, expert, and master, as you can see. And as you hit those points, you get those abilities. So yeah, that hasn't changed. Now, armor is a great one to level up because you'll save a lot of money. Especially hitting master. Because not only do you get all the perks, so at novice, all I can do is repair basic items. At apprentice, I can repair any item. At journeyman, my hammers last longer. They do have a durability, and then they break. So I have to keep buying hammers. And then at expert, I can repair them beyond maximum durability. So it makes them better, because as long as they're over that maximum, the weapons will deal more damage and armors will protect from more damage. And then at master, I'll never have to buy repair hammers again. So getting master armor early, not early because you want to get your main attack stat, but also early because there was another change they made in endurance. So originally, not that I knew this because I never paid that much attention. So what endurance does, as you saw, I picked up the key. I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Endurance increases your maximum health. Anyway, endurance increases your maximum health and how fast you recover health. So, what that means for us is the more endurance I have, the more health I have. And the more health I get per level. Now that's where things get interesting. In the original game, if you didn't... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. If you didn't level endurance immediately to 100, you would lose health, maximum health that you could have potentially gotten. Because you did it at a later level. Not gonna lie, not that I didn't know now. The zombie looks really good, by the way. I think it was like my third playthrough before I realized that the zombie was actually supposed to be there, because I didn't remember fighting it the first time or the second time. I think what happened was getting a lot of potions. We're getting some levels. Blade is 9 now, so that's cool. Lots of rats early on. But this game was released around the time when being in prison with rats was kind of what everybody was doing. And that's still a very fantasy trope dealio, but yeah. I do like that it highlights just a little quality of life thing. It highlights what item you're looking at for pickup. I am now over encumbered, so I need to drop some shit. Right, so wait. I need to drop 6 pounds. The club is pointless, so we're gonna drop that. Thought it was a weapon, it was not. That's 12 pounds, I'm not even gonna bother with that. The sneaking around gives you sneak damage. Just like Skyrim if you've played that. Or, I think Morrowind also does sneak damage, but I don't know for sure. Morrowind's a little different. By a little I mean a lot. But Morrowind is also a lot older. And honestly, I love Oblivion, so I'm glad this is the game that got remade, but also, I wish Morrowind had been remade first. Because one, that's a game that a lot of Elder Scrolls fans, that was the game that got them in it. Like, Morrowind was their entry. And for a lot of people, that entry game is usually your favorite in a series. Because that's what got you hooked on it, right? This is worth 60 coins, so I don't want to drop that if I can avoid it. Granted, I won't actually get 60 out of it, but... that one. I don't need the armor. My hair is in my... Anyway. I think we're like a couple of like goblins away from where I was, but we're about where I was whenever I stopped playing the first character I made. Like 2-3 days ago, whatever the game dropped. So I literally just came in to see how the game ran and like shit like that. But I didn't want anything... I wanted like my first playthrough to be on stream, really. I just got my mortar and pestle. So now I can do this. Which is fun. So you can only make potions if you have 4 ingredients. Bear that in mind. And what ingredients you put in there determines the potion. Or poison. I don't know where the fuck I'm going, because I got myself lost. Here we go. The reason I backed off there was I'm over encumbered again. I picked up a bear pelt. Just gonna drop that bear pelt. I'll drop one of these too. Anyway, forgot what I was talking about. God, this... I'm gonna gush about this. Because this really was like... Alright, so... The lockpicking in Oblivion is actually really easy. As long as you don't overthink it. I am being shot. Getting a lot of lockpicks, which is kind of nice. So, basically all you want to do is, you'll notice I'm pushing the tumbler up, and you want to lock it in place as it hits the top. Like once it's hit the top before it starts falling back down. So once it starts falling back down, it's no longer like lockable. My health regen is way too high right now. Like, I want to kind of... I'm already at Blade 12. That's nice. Well, I didn't mean for the goblin to go down there, but... I mean, it is what it is, so... That mace is way too heavy for the... what it's worth. There should be... There it is. A hammer. That fucking silver vase. It ended up being too much. Well, actually, it was too much before that, but... I broke my hammer. What can I get rid of? Get rid of... That shit, that's not gonna sell anyway. So, weapon maintenance is a thing that you have to deal with throughout this game. Kind of common in older RPGs, honestly. Not a bad thing, just, you know, an observation. So yeah, we're making our way through. Just ignoring the Emperor entirely. I wish I could ignore my... Fuck! It wouldn't be a stream without me fucking playing with my hair. Oh, wait, they're here.
Help? What makes you think help will get here before more of those battles?
Here they come
We
again!
need to get the Emperor out of here.
Well, thankfully, the blades are kind of
It's that prisoner again.
powerful.
Kill him. He might be working with the assassins.
No, he is not one of them. He can help us. He must help us.
As you wish, sire.
They cannot understand why I trust you. They've not seen what I've seen. How can I explain? Listen, you know the Nine, how they guide our fates with an invisible hand. I've served the Nine all my days, and I chart
It is
my
interesting.
course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks.
We'll get to
each a
Skyrim,
fire,
but
and
the
every
way
one a
the
sun.
deities
I know these
change,
stars well, and I
kinda.
wonder which sign
I don't want to
marked
get
your
too
birth.
deep into it because I haven't played Skyrim on stream yet. Alright, so now we get to choose our birth sign. So, we'll probably do Warrior. Warrior's just kind of a good generic one to pick. Whenever I would play before, I would pick Thief, or I think Thief. Yeah, I think I always pick Thief. Because Thief gives you an increase of luck. But Warriors was a solid pick too because you could get a free 10 endurance before you start leveling up. I don't know The lady's also a solid one. I don't know, man. I think I'm still gonna pick Thief. Mage is also a solid one. The Apprentice is good, but it's also kind of insane. And the Eternarch. Those are kind of crazy. They changed the way you play magic. The Lord's kind of cool. I think I'm going to go with Thief, though.
The signs I read show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come. Your stars are not mine. Today,
Your
the thief shall
stars are not
guide your
mine.
steps on the road to destiny. No trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy. Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour. In this, I am blessed to see the hour of my death, to face my apportioned fate, then fall. My dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death. But in your face, I behold the sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness. With
Why
such
is the
hope,
darkness
and
coming?
with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied.
Alright, so,
I go to my
I
grave.
keep saying that I'm
a
not going to
tongue
play this game
shriller
the
than
same I
all the
normally do,
music calls
and
me.
not elaborating.
You shall follow me yet for
What
a
I
while.
mean by that
Then we
is,
must part.
one,
You may as well make
like I
yourself
said, I
useful.
won't be
Here, carry this torch and stick
playing
close.
it the same way, literally.
We're the Emperor's bodyguards. Our job is to get him out
But
of
also,
situations like this.
normally
Quiet,
I
man.
bum
Things are not
rush
going according to plan.
the arena, which I will probably still do the
My job
arena
is to
very
make sure
early.
the Emperor gets out of
but,
here alive, and I intend to do it. Stick close and let us do our job.
I don't need to rush it early. At least I don't think I do. The reason I like to rush it early is because it's an easy source of money. God, those reflections were good.
Take them down! The Emperor's in danger!
The torches.
Watch your back, boys!
For the Emperor!
No, I don't get to loot their weapons because they aren't actually wielding weapons. They're using a spell. I think it's Conjure Mace or some shit like that. But basically, they don't have physical weapons. You want to get down to it.
Watch your back, Boris!
Prisoner, the Emperor needs help!
The Emperor needs help, but he runs straight at the enemy.
Prisoner, help the Emperor!
Blood.
I'm literally just looking for potions and shit as we go through this. I'm hoping that they updated the AI a little bit as well, because especially like right here, you would have to stand so far away from Glenroy for him to
Hold up.
actually do what he
Don't
was
like
supposed
this.
to do
Let me
there,
take a look.
like half the time. Damn it.
Looks clear. Come on. We're almost through to the sewers.
Well,
Damn it! The gate is barred from the other side. A trap!
What about that side passage back there?
there's a door up there.
Let's go.
I don't remember ever using that door. Holy shit, I don't remember ever doing that either. Ooh! The Sanctum. Maybe I did use that door.
It's a dead end. What's your call, sir?
I don't think I was able
Behind
to
us.
do that before.
Wait here, sire.
Wait here with the Emperor. Guard him with your life.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
For the blades and the Emperor!
Well, they're gonna fight those guys.
This ends here!
I can go no further. You alone must stand against
I got
the
the
Prince
amulet of the
Destruction and
Kings.
his mortal servants. He must not have the amulet of kings. Take the amulet, give it to Joffrey. He alone knows where to find my last son. Find him
Your son?
and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
I'm not allowed to do anything. I just get to watch him stat.
You chose a bad day to take up with
For the
cause.
blades and the Emperor! No. Tell us.
I'm not allowed to search him. Unfortunately. I want to take his...
We failed.
I want to take his clothes.
The blades are sworn to protect the Emperor. Now he and all his heirs are dead. The amulet. Where's the amulet of kings? It wasn't on the Emperor's body. Strange. He saw something in you. Trusted you. They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the
I'm
veins
also
of
hearing
every
rumors
scepter.
that Fallout 3
They see
might get a
more than lesser
remastered.
men. The amulet of kings.
I'm
is a
bringing that
sacred
up because
symbol of
it's
the
also
Emperor.
a
Most
Bethesda
people think of
game.
the red dragon crown, but that's
Fallout
just
3
trickery.
also is
The amulet
my
has
favorite
power.
Fallout.
Only a true heir of the blood can
Contrary to
wear it.
everybody who fucking
must have
loves
given
New
it to you for
Vegas.
a reason.
New Vegas
Did he say
is
why?
solid, but it was...
Joffrey?
Yeah, I would say it's... Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
Nothing I ever heard about. But Joffrey would be the one to know. He's the Grand Master of my order.
New Vegas is probably my
Although
least
you may
favorite
not
of the
think
three
so to
I've
me,
played,
He lives quietly as a monk at Waynon Priory,
which is
near the city of Coral.
Fallout 3, New Vegas, and 4.
First, you need to get out of here.
I want to go back and play
that
through 1
door
and
must
2
be the
because
entrance to the
they're
sewers past the locked
they're
gate.
older,
That's
sure,
where we
but
were
they
headed.
like
It's
have a
secret
different
way out of
playstyle
being here in the
entirely.
city. Or
I'm
it was
very
supposed to be
curious
secret.
how
Here,
that
you'll need this key for the last
plays.
door into the sewers. There are
And
rats
top-down games are
goblins
kind
down
of
there. But from what I've seen of you, I'm
easy to
guessing
go back
you're an
and play.
experienced knight. Am I right?
most of the time, not all the time. Now I get to choose my class. It's giving me one based on what I was doing, the knight. But we don't want to do that. We want to make a custom class. That's how I always do it. And there's a reason why I make a custom class. Now it's not as big of a deal. But before, one reason was to put 5 points into luck. Another reason is to, like, I never did it because I didn't know. But points into endurance would be the other one here. Now I've taken both luck stats, so I'm getting plus 15 on luck on all of this. Pick endurance anyway. Now I gotta pick my major skills. So in the original game, it would tell you on this page what skills were connected to what attributes. So you would want one skill for each attribute. You have 7 major skills. You could... that was kind of the purpose. The other thing is you do not want your major skills, or you did not want your major skills to be something you actively were using. Like I'm using blades. So I don't want my major... I wouldn't have wanted my major skill for blade, like whatever blade was part of, which I think is strength. You wouldn't want your strength major skill to be blade. because major skills were how you leveled up. I don't know if that's the case anymore. And if that's a change, that's fucking fantastic. Now, I do want blade and armor because blade's going to be my main attack stat. Armor is my... Like, I need to keep my shit updated. I also want athletics. Mercantile. Mercantile is selling, buying and selling. Athletics is how fast I move. Heavy armor. Like, I'm gonna do it based on playing the game rather than like min-maxing. Restoration is one I should do. But I'll probably do sneak. Because I hate leveling sneak. Well, no, sneak's not too bad. Acrobatics. We'll do acrobatics. Fuck it. And then we will call this... The Dark Knight. So we are the Dark Knight.
I wasn't far off. In any
So
case,
yeah,
rats and
if you had
goblins
picked
won't
what
give
he
you any trouble.
suggested, she basically would have said, yeah, that's what I thought. Anything close to it or a custom class, even if the custom class is not like it, he's going to say, ah, it was close enough. And then anything far off, he would have been like, oh, I never would have guessed.
You must get the amulet to Joffrey. Take no chances, but proceed to Wayne Priory immediately. Got it? Good. The Emperor's trust
Right,
was well
so
placed.
he wants me to go to Joffrey, like, immediately.
I'll stay here to guard the Emperor's body and make sure no one follows you. You'd better get...
I'm probably not going to do
Talos
that.
guide you. By the way, thanks for recovering Captain Renault's sword. I'll see that it is given a place of honor in the halls of the Blades.
I didn't take that sword for you. You just took my weapon from me, you asshole. Well, I do still have this fucking short sword. Okay, so.
Leave the Emperor in peace.
We're gonna go over here where the assassin came from. Well, actually, first. Your friend died, right? You have nothing on him. Poor bastard. Poor bastard. Anyway. Varus's key opened the door. That actually looks like a sewer now. Why there's a sewer in, like, a sewer? Kinda. Oh, hi. I jump scared myself. I was looking at the sewage. Attacking so fast right now. So, theoretically, I should not have taken my... Like, if I wanted to level faster right now... Look at how much luck I have. I would not have taken Blade, Heavy Armor, and Armor. But I just want the jump start and the ability to level them faster. Goblins in this game are kind of like the mud crabs of Skyrim. Like, they're just fucking everywhere. Something else about this series compared to like that just makes me think of Skyrim, even though that's not the emblem for Skyrim. Alright, so we're good. We're going to exit. That's your chance to change anything if you don't like it. You must find a bed and rest to raise your level. So usually at this point I would already be leveling up. Or close to it. It depends on how I play. Oh, mud crab. So the tutorial is complete. The game's probably about to flood me with messages. I'm not 100% sure on that. It looks so fucking pretty. That's what I was looking for. That ruin over there. I'm so used to Skyrim controls that like I was trying to do, like I want to run with a different button, but like that's my radial for my spells. Granted, I kind of prefer the spells system in this game, but I also didn't really play mage, so I don't think we're gonna jump into that area. I just wanted to come over. I didn't even know that was there, honestly. But I knew these guys were here.
Mistake you'll ever make.
Problem is I have no fuck. The Khajiit look really good too. Like, I think they look better in Skyrim, but they still look good in this game. I have to wonder if they fixed leveling Mercantile. So that increased my hand to hand. I forgot that was there. Cool. So yeah, I am leveling up even though I'm not leveling my major skills. Which is a difference. But it makes sense if we're no longer like... It's kind of neat that I can fast travel, but we're not going to do that yet. I am going to walk over to Cheydinhal though. In my very first playthrough, I didn't like pay attention to the controls. So I didn't know I could do place markers and shit right away. I also didn't know I could fast travel right away. I assumed I had to visit places before I could fast travel there, which you have to do in Skyrim to an extent. So it makes sense, right? But no, you can just fast travel to all the cities for some reason. I don't mind it for like second playthroughs and shit, but for a first playthrough, I really like I'm just spamming my jump button because anytime you expend stamina to jump, it counts towards your acrobatics. Now, I probably shouldn't level up too fast, because another problem in Oblivion, in Elder Scrolls in general, because Skyrim has the same problem, although not as bad as Oblivion. Actually, it's kind of worse now. We'll see as we play through this playthrough. The world levels up as you do. So based on your level, the enemies level. Now, some of them are never going to get much stronger no matter what. Like a mud crab is still going to be a mud crab no matter what you do. But, like enemies that are kind of meh early on can start to kick your ass pretty quickly. If you aren't geared properly for the level and don't have the proper stats. Actually, a common mod in the original game was to fix that exact problem. The game looks so pretty. Like it's still, you're remastering a 19-year-old game, so without a total remake, it's not going to be perfect. And I'm never going to expect perfection, especially in the graphics department from Bethesda. Granted, I didn't play Starfield. I'm going to say that now. I didn't play it. I didn't hear great things about it, and I wasn't that interested to begin with. Maybe one day I'll look into it. But all I'm expecting is Fallout in space. And I have a feeling I'm not wrong with that assessment. We are almost at Shadenhall. Now, as I was talking about earlier, Shadenhall was the first city that I visited in my original playthrough. Now, not only was it the first city I went to, it's also a great starter city. It has some It has some good, like, early quests, if I can remember. God, it looks really good. And it's just got a great design.
Greetings.
All right.
It's you.
Oh, hey, these guys.
Hi. You're a likely-looking prospect. Thinking about the Fighters Guild?
He looks a lot less fucking terrifying now.
If you're interested, see Valena
So this is the
in
thing.
Coral, or Azan in Anvil, or Burn
This is where
Groverush in
I
Chainhall.
join the Fighters Guild, generally.
If you're looking to join up, you should...
You just told me that.
I worked the arena in the Imperial City for a while. Got up to Gladiator, then to Capowder. A guy could get hurt, you know. Bye. You're a likely...
You know any rumors?
They charged me 5 gold for littering. Littering! I barely make that in a year. These fines are ridiculous.
I have questions about that.
Ever since Ulrich Leland took over the
Because
guard post, this
everything
city's
is in
gone
gold.
downhill. It's
Like,
getting almost
we
scary
never
to walk the
never
streets.
see any
The
other
guards have
currency.
imposed new,
We only see the golden
ridiculously heavy
septum.
fines for every
So-
infraction under the sun. They almost seem to make up laws just for charging
If you're only
fines.
making 5
If you
gold
can't
pieces
pay
in
the
a
fine,
year, and that's the
they can
only
take
form
your
of
property
currency,
away
that's
or toss you in the
fucking
castle
concerning.
dungeons. Nothing we can do about it, really. If you're interested, go talk to Lavana Nadarin. She seems the most outspoken against Ulrich
Okay,
and his new
so-
fines.
I don't remember doing that. So here's our persuasion
All right.
wheel. Start. Okay, so you can see the 4 point, the 3 point, the 2 point, the 1 point. So what we do here is pick one and let
A
it
good
spin.
one. I doubt it. What nonsense.
And we use
Don't, please. I'm sorry.
We use the spinning to figure out, like, we use the facial expressions to figure out which ones we want to do.
Whatever you want.
Uh,
Yeah, I doubt. Don't waste your flattery on me. Not bad. Not bad. No more. You're frightening me.
I fucked up.
Don't try to... I doubt it. Don't try to manipulate me. Whatever you want. Yeah, I doubt it.
And that's how we level up
I
people's,
accept. I have no choice. Not bad. Not bad at all. What nonsense. Yes, yes, whatever you say. Not now. Not later. Not ever. Yeah, I doubt it.
Man, this sucks.
Yes, yes, whatever you... Good one. I don't talk such rot.
You can also bribe them if you don't want to do this.
I accept. I have no choice. Not
Yeah.
bad. Not bad at all. What nonsense. I doubt it. Good one. What nonsense.
Alright, he's as high as I can get with persuasion. So now I would have to bribe. But I'm not going to spend money on that. He's also not who I wanted to
There
level.
were lights spotted at Sun
This... God,
place
that base
was
looks
cursed by
weird.
Mehrunes Dagon himself. Oh, but what about Grauzgash? We've got everything the adventurer needs. I'm an old adventurer
You look like a
myself,
frog.
and I know what's wanted.
I'm going
This better be
to...
good.
She does not like boasting or coercing.
That's pretty good. Please, talk. I doubt it. What a I doubt it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, what a wonderful compliment. I doubt it. Not bad. Please, talk tough to me. I love tough guy. Goodness, what can I... That's pretty good. I doubt it. Blow away, windbag.
We only got her to 60. That sucks. But that
Have a
does
look
help
at my
us.
wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
So we're going to sell her shit that we don't
That's
need.
a fair deal.
Everything we sell goes towards our, as long as it costs something, goes towards our mercantile skill. And we get some money off of it. So I don't really care about any of the potions unless it's a healing potion. Now, what I don't know is if they fixed mercantile leveling. Fixed is a strong word, but doesn't look like it. So
That's a fair deal.
the thing with mercantile is
Fine transaction.
the easiest way to level it was with arrows.
That's more than I'd usually pay. That's a fair deal.
And all you would do was sell one arrow at a time.
An excellent bargain.
The problem is
That's
I
a
don't
good
know
deal.
if that matters anymore.
That's more than...
My armor takes up so much of my carry weight. We're probably not going to do any alchemy for a long time, so I'm just going to
Good
get rid of
price.
all my alchemy materials.
That's a fair deal. That's a fair deal.
Alright. So, what she has is nothing
A
useful.
pleasure to serve. Take care. Go ahead, please. I'm retired from adventuring, but you might try the old mine they call Rickety Mine out east along the Blue Road. Another possibility.
they
in that
did update
direction
the
might
voice
be
acting.
Cannon. It's an old alien ruin. You might also look
Like,
at
obviously
Quickwater
not the
Cave to
main
north.
characters, like
I cleared it out, but I
Varus
haven't
and
been there in years.
the Emperor.
It might
but
have new tenants.
If they updated all the other ones, that would be great.
There were lights spotted at Sundercliff Watch. That place was cursed by Mehrunes Dagon himself. Oh, best not to go there.
Nord
Aye.
creature.
They say that the priest...
Yeah, I'm Bazir Grogars. I got protection from the Orem gang, so don't mess with me, or they'll fillet you real good.
Your face fucks me up.
Boss Uglies and Shadenhall are the Orems. Don't mean nothing to you. You is the outside. Just stay outside, and everything's Mr. Tinker. Got me?
No, I really don't. What the fuck does that mean?
and
Leave me
priestesses
alone.
of the Chapel of Dibella
Apparently no one has any idea who did it. Now there's some prophet preaching doom in the streets of Ad.
I am Naspia Cosma, Shadenhall's steward.
What are you
I
doing
offer
down here?
introductory training with blades and may condescend to accept you as a student. To be frank, I prefer a career in the arena to this paper pusher's position. Devira Ramalin is sure proud of the Newlands Lodge. I think she's especially happy that the Red Queen drinks there. Good day.
That told me
looking for
nothing.
action.
Ganridhel. I train dogs. And people. Prefer dogs. People. I teach them advanced acrobatics. Up and jump. Dogs. I teach them to bite people.
I mean, that's
You
good.
got your people, and you got your dogs. Dogs are loyal and stupid. People are smart and devious. I'll stick with dogs.
I mean, okay.
Be seeing
Think
you.
about the Fighters Guild.
So, our main reason to come here, actually there's 2 guilds you can start while you're here. Here is the Fighters Guild. That's one reason to come here.
Hello.
Another reason is here somewhere.
Get lost.
They'll pull my arm off. We've also got the churches. So, a fun thing about Cyrodiil is each city houses a church specific to one of the gods.
Pity, sir. I got nothing to eat.
So this is Arkay's church.
Stand clear.
Well, I'm glad they still sound the same.
What is it?
Oh, he sounds different. Interesting.
Good morning. I'm Maknak Rokablug, the Riverside groundskeeper. Rogmesh, my wife, is the cook at the big house. It's a grand house, Riverside, and they have grand parties there. All the rich swangs and swells of the town come in. Leave a right mess, they do.
I
Stop talking.
have observations that I'm making, but I'm gonna kind of hold on those for now. Here's the abandoned house. I can open the abandoned house? I don't think you could do that before. I am going to... Alright. I am having issues. Too early? I kept hitting it way too early. Okay, so we're in the abandoned house. This is also kind of a thing that we get to do later, but Red Loaf. I won't be hitting it for a while. Part of me wants to read all the books, but I don't know. 120 numbered ages in the void, that fated folk had grown deep, schooled in evil. Then the bright gods resolved to punish those faithless spirits and shatter the unruly Cadus, those huge unholy scathers, loathsome to the light. They repented exceedingly that they had gazed upon Oblivion and seen their first of darkkin, and welcomed them as brothers and sisters. The principalities of victory beheld how great was the wickedness of the wayward spirits, and saw that they were bold in sin and full of wiles. They resolved then to chasten the tribes of Daedra, and smite Darkkind with hammer in hand. I did not see you. I'm going to fix that problem. Goodbye. But ever shall darkness contest the light, and great were the powers that breathed the void, and laid waste upon one another, and no oath might bind them. So deep were they in envy and perfidy. For once the portals are opened, who shall shut them upon the rising tide? Neat. That didn't really teach us a whole lot, though. Like, I'm going to read them to see if there's, like, more lore that I've just never taken the time to learn. I didn't read the first book, and I apologize for that. Anyway. Abandoned basement. So this is a door. Ancient black door to the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary. We can't get in here yet. If you know what this is, then you know. So it's going to ask us a question. We don't have the answer. So it won't let us give the answer even if we know it. I used to try to skip the the actual start to that quest line. You cannot. You have to start it the way you have to start it, period. Anyway, and now that I've said that, I remember getting into that building. There's also this well over here. I cannot open it. Another house. I'm looking for a specific place. Lots of guards over there. The castle's up there. We'll go say hi to the castle in a minute. Our purpose for coming here was to join the Fighters Guild, by the way. Like, that's the first thing we're gonna do. Like, really gonna do. But I'm trying to find... Hey, oh shit, we leveled up.
What is it?
Well, we haven't leveled up yet. So unlike Skyrim, where you could level like at any time, in Oblivion you had to sleep. We're back to the Fighters Guild. It was on a rock. There it is. Here is the Mages Guild. Now, a couple of things. As you heard before, the Fighters Guild is in a bunch of cities. The Mages Guild is also in a bunch of cities. This is in contrast to Skyrim. I'm not going to get into any detail on that beyond that. Personally prefer how the guilds are set up in Oblivion to Skyrim. But until we play Skyrim, I won't elaborate on that any more than we have already. So, It has been an hour and 10 minutes. I've just been talking, yapping, playing. We're going to save, and we are going to take our first break.